Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Allie's Book Nook. Today I'm going to share with you all of the books that I acquired for July 2026. So during the month of July, I acquired 12 books, which I'm actually pretty happy with because I read 14 books in that month. So I ended up acquiring less than I consumed, which is always a goal and it doesn't always happen. So pretty happy about that. Plus I have some pretty good reads here, I think, future reads. So let's dive in. We'll start with the new books. I got two brand new books from TJ Maxx. They sell books at my TJ Maxx now. And I don't know, these are definitely outside of my wheelhouse. So they're actually part of a series, the first two books in the Ruinous Love trilogy. So the first one is Butcher and Blackbeard by Brynne Weaver. And then the second one in the trilogy is Leather and Lark. So my friend has been raving about these audiobooks and saying I just have to listen to them. And I was at TJ Maxx and I saw these and I was kind of like debating if I wanted to get the books to read along with the audio. And there was another customer in there that was like, you have to get those. They're so good. So I was like, okay, this is definitely outside of my wheelhouse. I don't read a lot of romance or that type of thing. And I think that these are romance, maybe dark romance, because they do have like maybe kind of like a thriller subplot. I don't know a whole lot, but I am a little bit into, well, there's two bookmarks in here. I'm a little bit into the first one. I started it on audio last night and I don't know what to think yet. It's too early to tell. I don't know. I'm trying to have an open mind, so we'll see. But anyway, those are the two books that I got new. TJ Maxx, they were $10 each, or $9.99 to be specific. Then I went to my local used bookstore, and they do sell new and used books. So I got one new book there and one used. And usually when I go to that store, I don't really make it past like the thriller or horror section. But this time I went around the whole store, so I picked up historical fiction and then another book that was in the literary fiction section. So the historical fiction is a new book I got for $8.50, and that is The Book of Lost Names by Kristin Harmel. So she is a historical fiction author, and she's supposed to be right up there with Kristen Hanna. I have a friend who loves Kristen Hanna, has pretty much read all her books, and she's been recommending this author to me for a while. They always know when I'm filming, and they always want to come be a part of the video. So Minnie is joining us. We'll see if Milo comes. Anyway, this is, I believe, set in World War II, Nazi-occupied France. Yeah, that's where the Nightingale took place. But anyway, I think this is about a gal that helps like children escape to safety, something like that. So it's supposed to be really good. Looking forward to that. And then I also picked up Silver Sparrow by Terry Jones. I don't think I'm saying her name right. Tayari Jones, I think is how you say it. She wrote An American Marriage, which I read earlier this year and really loved it. Really loved the audiobook. I haven't heard of this book yet, but it's about a man who has two families, like a family and a secret family. And then the daughters meet and kind of uncover some of these secrets. I think that's what it's about anyway. So I hope it's as good as American Marriage. I think she's a very talented author. Okay, now we'll talk about Goodwill, and then we'll finish with Little Free Libraries. So I found a book at Goodwill that I'm so excited about because I've been wanting to read this for quite a while now, and that is The Last One by Will Dean. So this is a book about this gal is on a cruise and she wakes up one morning and there's nobody on the cruise. The ship is completely empty. She's the only one on it. Or is she? So it is a thriller. It sounds really good. I've been wanting to read a thriller on a cruise ship type setting, that kind of isolated setting. I did hear one person say they didn't like the end of this, so we'll see. This will be my second Will Dean book. I read Adrift earlier this year and really liked it, but I think this is a little bit more like thriller. So I'm very excited. This was $2. $2 at Goodwill. All the paperbacks are $2. Also, $2 at Goodwill, Diane Chamberlain, Big Lies in a Small Town. And I have not heard of this one, but I've heard good things about this author. I think I have one other book of hers that I haven't read yet. It's chilling novel of intrigue, a decades-old disappearance, and one woman's quest to find the truth. So it looks like dual timelines in 2018 and 1940. So that sounds good. Also for $2 at Goodwill, Secluded Cabin Sleeps 6 by Lisa Unger. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time talking right now. I'm really tired. This is a thriller, and a couple years ago, this was pretty big, like on social media. But yeah, it is like an isolated locked room thriller. 3 couples rent a luxury cabin in the woods for a weekend getaway to die for. So I think people start becoming unalived during this cabin stay. That might be a good one to read in the winter. Although, I don't know. I guess it depends what time of year this takes place. Anyway. Also from Goodwill, this is the last Goodwill book I got, and it is a historical fiction, I believe. We Were the Lucky Ones. And this might also take place during World War II. Spring of 1939. Yeah, it does look like it's World War II based historical fiction. So, yeah, that looks good. Okay, now we're going to talk about little free library picks. So, one little free library in my neighborhood, I found this book called She Left by Stacy Gray. Have not heard of this book or this author, but it is published by Poison Pen. They publish all of Frida McFadden books, all of Darcy Coates books now. And so this looks to be a thriller. 20 years ago she survived, now she's fighting for her life. And I think it's a really cool cover too. So, yeah. Next one I got, I found a different little free library in my area that I have not stopped at before because it's like right off the highway, but I'm definitely going to be stopping there more because they had some great books in there. Some of them I have already read or owned, but I did get 3 from there, and I think they're all thrillers. The first one is called This Girl's a Killer, and it says, ask Cordelia Black why she did it. The answer will always be he had it coming. So she's a pharmacy rep by day and kind of a revenge unaliver by night. I think kind of like Think Dexter, that type of thing. So that sounded fun. And then I got a Sally Hepworth book at that little free library, The Soulmate. This isn't, I don't think this is her newest release, but it's fairly new. I want to say in the last couple years, 2023. I have read a few Sally Hepworth books, and they're usually like, I don't know, they're kind of cozy thriller, I would say. So I like them because the ones that I've read, I've been able to like listen to in the car with my kids, and they haven't been inappropriate. But maybe not the most memorable stories. But anyway, this one is about, I think it's about this lady. Her husband goes to these cliffs and tries to stop people from ending their lives by jumping off the cliffs. And then one day he's out there and a lady does jump or fall, or we don't know what happened, but he's there when it happened. And it could be kind of questionable. I think that's what this is about. So that sounds good. And then the last book I got, I have not heard of this. It's Carola Lovering, Too Good to Be True. And the back says, 1 love story, 2 marriages, 3 versions of the truth. So yeah, sounds like maybe a domestic thriller type situation. Anyway, those are the 12 books that I got in July. Let me know if you've read any of these, what your thoughts are, if there are some that I should either prioritize or skip, and what books you've picked up lately. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving this video a thumbs up. I'd love to have you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.